ahora. In the first Ælis video of this series, we discussed how the Ælis writing system is divided into syllables through the use of the primary and secondary case. You may or may not recall the salutation that ended that first video. Iram di ira, hanay na ora, la aima ya ete. You may also recall that the little angular symbols in between the regular letters would be left for what they were, as we would get back to them later. Well, as you may or may not have guessed by now, that is what we'll have a look at today. These angular symbols are called Lisqa, and if you've paid real good attention in the previous video, you'll also know what that means already. Lis is a root word that means idea or concept. Ga is a root that means amount, unit or number. Therefore, Lisqa means number concept. Of course, that doesn't bring you any closer to knowing what they are or what they do. Lisqa constitute a grammatical, ideological and morphological category of words that will be very abstract to wrap your mind around at first, because a language such as English doesn't have, not even by far, any equivalent. It might even be a unique feature across languages worldwide, both natural and constructed. First, let's have a look at the number concepts themselves, what they look like and how they are pronounced. This is the first Lisqa. It is pronounced as A. The second Lisqa symbol looks like this. It is pronounced as I. The third Lisqa looks like this and is pronounced E. The fourth Lisqa symbol is this one. You say it as I. And this is the fifth Lisqa, pronounced O. The fact that these Lisqa are pronounced as vowels is in correspondence to the symbols used for them. After all, they are simplified and angular versions of the corresponding letters of the Ælis alphabet discussed in the first video. Look at them again and compare. A, I, E, I, O. The reason why these symbols are called number concepts is what we will get to now. Each one of these represents a numerical value. A contains the value 0. I contains the value 1. E contains the value 2. I contains the value 3. And O contains the value 4. The observant viewers of this video might have noticed that there's still one vowel missing. True. U is prefixed to the previous Lisqa to create a second set of number concepts. Wa, wae, we, we, wo. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So now, this sounds good and all, but what purpose do these number concepts serve? That is in fact matter with which we'll still fill a few videos to come, but I don't want to leave you hanging without lifting at least a tip of the veil. Let's have a look at the name of the Ælis language, Ælis, and lo and behold, there's a number concept right there. By now, you should know that egg is a root word that means language. We've also covered that lis is a root that means idea or concept. And as of today, we know that I conveys the value of the number 1. Ælis means the concept of one, and actually contains exactly the same meaning as the English word unity. Ælis therefore means oneness, being one. In other words, it means harmony or peace. Since the previous video, we also know that the first root of a word is to be treated as a noun, and the second root of a compound word is to be understood as an adjective. Therefore, Ælis means as much as peaceful language. Now, a plausible question to ask is what the difference is between the regular vowels of the alphabet and the number concepts. Well, the difference is this. The regular vowels are used to create root words that carry a meaning, such as, for example, egg, language. Root words like these do not contain any reference to the numerical values expressed by the Lisqa. Lisqa, on the other hand, are independent root words, which are used to create new compound words. An example is the word eka, which is the actual word for the number 2. While root words such as egg are inseparable, words such as eka are compound words, such as in this case, e, the number concept 2, and ka, which means number. Words that contain Lisqa always carry a direct, indirect, or abstract reference to the corresponding number. But as I said before, the use of Lisqa throughout the Ælis language will still be greatly elaborated on in the following videos. But for now, this should be enough. Hanaina ora la aima ya wete. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video.